Hey twins, it's your girl Twin and I am back with another video and I'm excited to be filming again. My last video was similar to this, like a sit down type of vibe. So let's do something else because why not? So today is December 29th. I'm currently on break because I'm a teacher. So I have, some free time on my hands. But I believe I mentioned that I am taking a trip. I actually leave Sunday. So right now I'm trying to get myself together for that. As you can see, nails are did. Yes. Toes are did. So I'm happy about that. I got them done yesterday with my mom. I did not vlog it because I was in the moment and they came out really cute. So my mom woke me up this morning and she said that my grandmother, who's a hairstylist, is going to do our hair today because I leave on Sunday. So I think I'm just gonna get my hair straightened because where I'm going is very cold. So I will be vlogging some of that experience potentially, so just stay tuned. I'm going to be visiting my boyfriend in his hometown, so I'm very excited to see him. But before we get into all of that, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on my channel. We are being consistent, all 2024. So just support your girl because I'm actually, it's personal. Like, I'm coming for this monetization. Like, I want my channel to be successful and I want to help as many people as I can. So please join the family. But yeah, basically in this video I'm going to be taking out my hair as I talk about some things, and the topic that I thought of is just a little bit more on what it is being a teacher, how it is being a teacher, and all of that. So just get ready with me and let's talk about how to survive as a teacher because it's not easy. And yeah, let's get into it. So I wanted to talk about this topic because I feel like it's something that I can relate to and I feel like it can help other people. I've been a teacher's assistant since August, so about 5 months now. But I have a lot of teaching experience in other aspects of my life. Growing up at my high school, I was in this program for like preschool and I would basically take care of the little ones. And I currently am a TA for first and kindergarten students at this private institution, and I really like it so far, and I feel like this is something that I'm going to be doing for a while. Something I mentioned in my previous video, if you haven't checked that out, where I kind of talk about what I learned in 2023. So yeah, I feel like I really enjoy it, and it takes a lot of patience, but it is something that I feel like I've been called to do. I don't know. It just seems like, being an English major, graduating English, a lot of people assume, okay, you're going to be a teacher. And I always tried to deny it because I'm like, no, an English major, that's not the only thing you could do with the English degree. But in a lot of cases, like, that is what a lot of people get into for English. By the way, y'all, I'm using this Hot 6 oil hair and body mist. It has 14 natural herbs or whatever, herbs, how you say that word. This is mainly the only oil I have, so that's why I'm using it. I mainly want to specify how to stay healthy as a teacher because I've had my fair share of getting sick as a teacher. So let me just give you the background just a little bit. So basically I started in August at this school, and I kid you not, I've gotten sick probably 6 times maybe. And the first time I got sick at this job, it was like the worst sickness I've ever had. Like, it was literally, I was down bad. Like, I feel like I had COVID. I don't know. I was sick for a long time. Like, I was at least sick for like a week and a half. And me, I don't really get sick that often. Like, my immune system is not the best. I could definitely eat more veggies. I could definitely eat more fruits. You feel me? I know what I need to work on in 2024, okay? Let's not make this about me. But at the same time, I know I'm not unhealthy. Like, I do, you know, make sure I keep up on myself. I go to the gym. So when I got sick like that, I was like, what in the world? Like, why am I getting sick like this? Like, this should not be happening at all. And basically all the other teachers were telling me, like, you gotta make sure that you well, they were basically saying, like, oh, it's normal, like, this is a shock to your immune system. You weren't around kids ever at all, and now you're around kids all the time. Because I had just graduated college, came back home, and I never really saw a kid other than my nephew, like, ever. I was around adults, and adults can be dirty too, but kids is like, it's a different ball game. Like, kids, you know, they sneeze on you, they cough on you, and there's nothing you could do about it because they're children. And that's just something that I feel like people don't also consider that teachers go through. Like, you're expected to get sick a lot, and it's normalized because that's just one of the many sacrifices that being a teacher takes. So when I first started working, I had got sick for like a week and a half. Like, I was so sick, and I didn't know how to end it. It was just like phlegm and all types of nasty stuff, and it was just gross, y'all. Like, I felt like I couldn't breathe out my nose. I felt fatigue, and unfortunately because I just started that job, I couldn't call off, unfortunately, because of things which I don't really agree with. But basically they did need me to come in, so I had to wear my mask, and I felt awful. I felt completely awful. But in this video, I want to tell y'all how to kind of combat that and what I've been doing. Now, I feel a little bit much better. I'm not going to say that I don't get sick at all, because I do. But I think for me, the main thing is catching it before. Because if you catch it before it gets bad, then your immune system is more likely to fight it off. Now, let me also specify, I'm not a doctor. I do not know, you know, certain things. So do not come to me in the comments and be like, you don't know what you're talking about. Because you're right, I do not know what I'm talking about. But this is what works for me. So, disclaimer. But here, let me get to the tips, because I don't want this video to be too long. So what I do to stay healthy as a teacher. What do I do to stay healthy? So basically, I do try to keep my distance. That's the number one thing. When I first started this job, I would be hugging students. I would be, you know, well, when they come up to me to hug, I will, you know, hi. So I don't do that as much now. I have a little bit more boundaries when it comes to the students, because I noticed that not a lot of teachers did that, and I was like, I wonder why. Because I was just hugging students. I was like, okay, like, I love my students and they're so cute, and when they come up to you, say good morning, you're gonna be like, oh, good morning, you know, so and so. So I was doing that, and then I didn't realize, like, okay, this could actually hurt me a little bit, because there's a lot of germs when you know, so minimizing like exposure as much as you can. So for that, it's, you know, not giving a student a hug every time. What I started to do is an air hug. I find it funny a little bit, they find it funny a little bit. It's more of a polite way to decline a hug, and you're still hugging, you just have a little space. So I'll be like, air hug, because, you know, especially during the winter times, like, you do not want to get sick. So, you know, flu season. So I would do that, and I still do the air hug method to this day. Every now and then I will hug, but when I do the students, it will be like making sure that my face is turned, that I'm not, you know, breathing in any harmful germs. So just lowering your exposure. Like, yes, you are a teacher, but you do not have to hug your students if you do not feel comfortable. Like, it's, you know, to each his own. But that's basically something that I found helps, especially because of the whole 6 feet apart thing. if you are away from person, you're less likely to get any type of germs. Another thing that we do in the classroom to keep everyone safe as far as germs is whenever we see a student that's coughing or really sick, we will give them a mask. And I feel like that's something that every school should do, just because, you know, I mean, COVID is still out there, but I feel like after COVID, masks are more normalized. So I feel like, you know, if you're sick, just wear a mask. And sometimes the students will come to school with a mask on, and sometimes they will not. But you just have to protect yourself and the rest of the class, because if a student is sick and they're coughing over other students, that's going to put everyone at risk, and we don't want that. No. So yeah, and you can even hear it now. Like, I still have a little bit of stuff in my throat. I had lost my voice like for like, I don't know, I want to say like 2-3 days, and that was literally right before winter break. So I'm still learning, y'all. Like, I'm still learning. Lower exposure is definitely a good one. Oh, give students masks. The third one is basically to be proactive and not reactive. So you want to fuel your body with healthy things. So another thing that I did is I found that talking and like constantly being around germs in my work setting definitely made me more susceptible to getting sick. So I found ways at work to protect myself. So the first thing I would say is I bring tea to work, and I'm always trying to drink hot fluids at work. Similar to another teacher I work with, she does the same as well, and we'll be in there like literally drinking tea. My favorite tea to drink, you could do Theraflu too. Honestly, I've done Theraflu at work before. And you could also do ginger tea, little stuff like that. I did ginger tea. I love ginger lemon. But I don't know, I'm a tea drinker, so that works for me because I already like to drink tea. And I just find that it helps a lot, because when you're drinking hot fluids, you know, you're just kind of melting all those bad stuff that may be like trying to enter your bloodstream or whatever, how that works. And the hot tea definitely like helps if you have a sore throat, or hold up, y'all, I got a little knot. I don't have time. The way I just ripped that, because I do not have time. But yeah, drinking hot tea, definitely a good thing to do. What else, y'all? Okay, so that's another thing, drinking tea. And then another thing I would say is to take, which I have an example here. These are the Equate brand, but they're just as good. And basically these are the immune system supports. They're equivalent to vitamin C, Airborne. They're equivalent to Airborne. And if you don't know what Airborne is, it's basically something you chew with vitamin C to help you not get sick. And it's usually like a gummy or something. So I got the Airborne ones before, but they are a little bit more pricey. So this time I went with the Equate, and it's basically the same thing. It's an adult gummy, and this is not sponsored. I'm just trying to help y'all. But it's an adult gummy, vitamin C, 250 milligrams, and they do have the kid ones as well. Make sure you get the adult. But it's a dietary supplement, and it enhances this word, echinacea, and zinc, and it has vitamins A, E, and minerals. And these are good. Like, when I tell you these are good, these taste good. They got orange, cherry, and lemon. And as you can see, I've been using these. I only have 3 left, y'all, and there's 3 per serving. But I would literally like religiously pop these in right when I wake up. Right before I go to work, I will eat those, and I just find that that really does protect me, especially because my immune system is, I feel, a little bit weaker than most. because of the whole idea that, you know, I do be getting sick. So I feel like this, if I would say anything, is the best thing to invest in, because you have to invest in your health, y'all. Like, you can't just be walking around about to, you know, getting sick every week, because that affects you, that affects your personal life, that affects everything and everyone around you. And I have a baby nephew, so I don't like to be sick because I can expose him, and it's just too much, because I like to be healthy. So taking these is great. If I were to recommend like any type of over-the-counter cold medicine or anything to help you, I feel as if NyQuil's not really my thing anymore. I do not like NyQuil. I do not like drowsy NyQuil because it just makes me feel awful. My mom does have this one medicine. Let me go get it, because I honestly feel like it's the best medicine ever. 1 second. What the heck? I just dropped that, y'all. I don't know why I feel like this is illegal, but this is not sponsored, y'all. Like, I do not even get sponsorships yet. I am not even that. You feel me? But I do want to incorporate what I use, because I feel like this is a good aspect of, you know, how to stay healthy as a teacher. So first off, I would say this product right here, just screenshot it, because yeah, this is the Tylenol Extra Strength Cold and Flu Multi-Action. And it's non-drowsy. It helps with head and body aches, fever, sore throat, cough, and nasal congestion. This does say on the box that it's new. My mom has been getting this for me, and y'all, when I tell you, I gave some to my brother the other day because he was sick. My mom uses it. I use it. There's only 2 more left in here, and it comes with 24 caplets. So you take 2 caplets at a time, and y'all, this is probably the most strong medicine, but I also like it because I don't feel any different when I take it. Like, it doesn't make me drowsy. It doesn't, you know. This is a very good medicine, and it works fast. If you take this consistently, maybe 2-3 times, you're gonna feel better. So I do think, because this is extra strength Tylenol, you do have to go talk to a doctor to get it, because I don't think it's just laying around in stores. But try, you know, I want to say Walgreens, CVS, stuff like that. They'll probably have it in the back. So another thing I feel like is probably cheaper, because it's the Walgreens brand, is non-drowsy Walprofen D. So it's kind of like ibuprofen, I guess, but it's for cold and sinus, and it relieves sinus pressure, nasal congestion, and fever. This is a big box, so I've also used this. But if I were to say what medicine works the best for me, is Tylenol Extra Strength, because it's aggressive, it will make you feel better, and it doesn't make me feel drowsy at all. So that's the medicine you can take. And yeah, other than that, I would just say take care of yourself. Make sure you're sleeping and resting and eating. I always prioritize bringing my lunch to work, because I have to eat with the kids, and I just want to make sure that I'm eating, because when you don't eat right, you also are more susceptible to getting sick, and just getting the rest that you need. Like, I get up very early, and I feel like that's also a cause of why I get sick so often, because of lack of sleep sometimes. So I just try to make sure that I stay to a routine, and I try to go to bed at the same time every night, because like I mentioned in my other video, I literally have to be at work at 7:15, and my job is pretty far away. So yeah, that's just a little bit of tips on how to stay healthy as a teacher. Thank you for watching my video. Yeah, if you want to be a teacher, do it. Don't let anybody make you question what God has called you to do. I know a lot of people look down on teachers. Y'all don't get paid enough. We know, but at the same time, I do feel like in a lot of different ways, God has called me to be a teacher because of just everything I feel like leading up to this position has prepared me to be in a instructive role. And I don't know if I'm gonna change age groups. I could, I definitely enjoy the idea of working with different age groups and just learning more about what it is to be a teacher. And yeah, I'm excited to be a full-time teacher at some point. Right now I said I'm just a teacher's assistant, but at the same time I'm blessed either way because I'm only 23 and I'm still learning. I'm excited and I love you guys, and I hope that you bring in the new year in a great way. I will be posting this before New Year's, so I will see you in 2024 if I don't post again since then. And I love y'all, and I hope you take these tips and stay blessed because God loves you. And yeah, see you in the next video. And I haven't said this in a while, so I'm gonna say it. And if not now, then twin. Love y'all. Bye.